What's up, people? Welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet, because I post weekly and you don't want to lose all that important information I get to share with you. In this one, I want to share with you how to build your credit score, how to improve your credit score, and do it fairly quickly and easily. This one way I'm going to share with you is probably the simplest, easiest way and the most guaranteed way to do it. And it is by starting to use your credit card for all of your purchases. Everything you buy, even if it's a $2 coffee, I don't care. Don't spend your cash, use your credit card. But there is a catch, and the catch is that you must pay off that credit card on time, every single month. If you're gonna miss your payments, you're gonna screw yourself over even more. Now, some of you watching this may be like, but I have thousands of dollars of debt on my credit card. I can't just pay it off every month. In that case, make your minimum payments, whatever you can, and open another credit card. It's fairly easy these days to just get another credit card from anywhere. You can get a credit card from your bank, from a store, from this and this place, and use that credit card for your everyday expenses where you would have used cash anyways. And since you're only spending the money that you had, you're not gonna spend any more than you can afford. You should be able to pay it off in full every month, and that credit card will start increasing your credit score. Here's the disclaimer. If you absolutely cannot control your spendings, if you cannot control your desires, your cravings, this is not gonna work for you. You're gonna get yourself in more debt. Stay away from that. So hopefully you can control yourself. Here's a good example for you. When you go to Costco is one of those places where you go there for one thing and $200 later you come out with 10 things you didn't even need. That's how it works. And it works by them giving you all those freebies, letting you try this and try that, have a drink, have a sip of this, have a bite of that, and suddenly buying all those things you really didn't need or even want, but you end up buying it anyways because that's how they use their marketing techniques to get you to buy it, buying stuff you don't need. If I come to Costco, for example, for my protein shake, or if I just want this or that, I go straight to that aisle, to the place where they have that, I grab it and I go straight to the checkout. I don't look at other things, I don't start trying other things. And here's another tip: when you do go shopping, God forbid you go shopping hungry. If you go to a grocery store and you're hungry, you're gonna start buying things you didn't need at all because you're hungry. You're gonna be like, oh, I want this cookies, or I want this drink. Definitely have a nice meal before you go to the store. Have a breakfast, lunch, dinner, or whatever, or at least a snack, so you're not hungry, so that you don't make impulsive purchases. And another thing is definitely set a budget for yourself so that you don't ever go over that budget. And it's really easy. It's a really simple concept, but you'd be surprised on how many people don't understand that simple concept. They just keep spending and spending and spending, buying, and then they end up having to pay more than what they have, and that's how they start accumulating interest. And it's crazy. Let me show you how that works. Let's say you get paid $2,000 a month. On average, you pay about $900 for rent, about $200 for your car, and then an average person spends about $200 to $300 a month on food and groceries. Of course, if you're gonna eat out every day, that's gonna jump up significantly, and your $2,000 is just not gonna be enough to cover that. 2,000 minus 900 minus 200, you get $900 to spare. That goes towards your gas money, your insurance, your food, clothes, and everything else. If you spend more than that, you're in debt. If you spend less, then everything extra goes to your savings account, investment account, or use that to pay off your debt. And by the way, if you don't already have an investment account with Robinhood, a stock market account, I definitely recommend you checking out the links below. You can get a free stock today just by opening an account on Robinhood or Webull. Get your free stocks that way and get your foot in the door to be able to start buying shares of the companies you like. So let's say if on average a person spends about $200 to $300 a month on food, about $160 on gas, maybe $200 for insurance. That all comes up to roughly $660. Now, if you minus that from your $900, well, you now have $240 left. Now you have a choice. You have $240 to spare. You can either spend it on alcohol, drugs, smokes, and all that kind of garbage, or, like I said, you can use it to pay off your debt. You can put it towards your savings account, investment portfolio. If you put $240 away every month for a year, you can save up almost $3,000 in 1 year. Almost $3,000, and spend it on an amazing vacation and still have some left over. Wouldn't you want a nice vacation that you don't have to be in debt for it? Now let's say you end up spending $500 extra. Now you're $260 in debt to your credit card, and they're gonna charge like 29% APR or something like that, something ridiculous. It's like really high. It's over 20% for sure. And now next month, instead of just owning $260 that you didn't have, that turns into $340. because they charge you crazy up the ass kind of interest rate. And if you don't make that minimum payment on time, they're gonna charge you a late payment fee on top of that, which is like another almost $100. That's how people end up in such a deep hole of debt they can never get out of it. So to summarize this, first check yourself to make sure you can control yourself, your cravings, so that you're not gonna spend more than you can actually afford. Then use your credit card for all the expenses you have, everything you're gonna spend, even $2 on, $1, $5, $10, $100, whatever, spend it on the credit card and then pay it off in full at the end of the month. If you can't pay it off in full in the end of the month, you cannot make that purchase. It's simple as that. You cannot make the purchase because you're gonna get yourself in debt that you won't be able to get out of it for many years or months at least. If you already have a debt on your credit card, open another credit card and just make all the other purchases using that credit card and pay it off in full while making the minimum payments on the other card as much as possible. Now, once you start paying off that other credit card in full every single month for a few months, after a month or two, you will start seeing an increase in your credit score. It will take a little bit of time, but you'll start seeing it for sure. If you start missing your payments, you're gonna screw yourself over even more. Your credit score is gonna go lower, so that's risky. Definitely set a budget for yourself so you don't spend more than you can afford. I can't emphasize this enough. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos with a lot of how to live on a budget, how to be successful, how to run a successful business. Comment below with your thoughts on this video, and I will see you in the next one.